Hey everybody, my name is Peter Costella. I'm an IFBB Pro bodybuilder and welcome to my new YouTube channel. I've been actually thinking about putting a YouTube channel together for a while now, but there's so many good bodybuilding and fitness YouTube channels out there. I was kind of not really sure what to do with the channel itself and what I could offer, and how I can entertain and how I can add value to the bodybuilding and fitness community. And thinking about it lately, I just think the best way that I can do that is really just to offer my 2 cents on different subjects and different aspects of the sport and different aspects of life in general, and dealing with bodybuilding, contest prep, and everything that comes along with that. So I think that to start, I'd like to give you guys a little bit of information about myself. This is just an introductory video. I want you guys to know who I am. Most of you probably don't. And so a little bit about myself. I am 38 years old. I got my pro card back in 2018 at a muscle contest in Vietnam. I actually started competing back in the mid-2000s when I was living in the States. And I competed from about 2005 till about 2008. And never really did well, didn't really know what I was doing, loved the sport, but I had plans more in terms of career, making money, and establishing myself, and so I decided to follow that path and move to Asia, which I did in late 2008, early 2009. I never stopped training, always loved bodybuilding, had always followed the sport, and then back in 2016, early 2016, I saved enough money and done well enough in my business that I was able to quit my job and refocus my efforts on bodybuilding. And so I got with a coach. I started working hard. I focused 100% of my time into bodybuilding, and was lucky enough 2 years later to get my pro card. And last year I completed my first pro season as an IFBB pro. Although I won my pro card as a heavyweight in open bodybuilding, I thought that it might be worth trying to compete as a classic bodybuilder in the pro ranks. That didn't work out so well. Maybe it did work out all right. I actually won my first show, which was just a Masters show in Pittsburgh. I won the classic division there. Because it was a Masters show, no Olympia qualification or anything like that. I went on about a month later to compete at the Asia Grand Prix in Korea, where I took 7th place. And the comments from that show were that I'm I'm a bodybuilder, a 212 bodybuilder, and not a classic guy. And so a month after that, I decided to enter the Monster Gym 212 Pro, which is also in Seoul, South Korea. And I ended up placing 5th there and was really happy with how it looked. And so that was my last show. And so that's kind of where I am now. I'm looking at entering my second season as a IFBB Pro. Still focusing am focusing all of my effort and time on bodybuilding. I also coach both competitors and non-competitors. I'm a relatively new coach. I've been doing this only for, a few years. A few years as a coach full time. I've been helping people with diet and training for quite some time now, but really only doing it in exchange for money within the past few years. That's about it. That's just a good general introduction as to who I am and a little bit more about what I want to talk about on this channel. It's going to be really open. I mean, I have a lot of different things that I'd like to share my perspective on. Different thoughts on diet, training, but not only that, but the mental aspect and the mental approach, the social media and everything that goes along with that. And it's going to be a very open and non-structured YouTube channel. So I'm just going to kind of see where it goes and hope to interact with a lot of you and hear your ideas and thoughts about what you'd like to see more of, what you'd like to see less of. Of course, I will include the typical stuff that you see on a lot of bodybuilding channels, which is some training, some posing, physique updates, stuff like that on myself. Maybe some analysis on other bodybuilders and competitions, both pro and amateur. But like I said, for the most part, I'd like to leave this as a very unstructured YouTube channel where I can basically just offer my perspective and my thoughts on different parts of the sport. I thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your interest. And I really look forward to offering something to the bodybuilding community and just adding more to an already great sport. Talk to you more soon.